All right, welcome back to our Rubik's Cube tutorial on NHLEMS, the channel where we appreciate cubes and cards. All right, I got Luke here. Everybody say hi, Luke.
Hi, Luke.
All right, and today we're going to work on the first step, which is the white cross. So when you scramble up your cube, it'll look like this completely random. What you want to do is find the white center, and you want to get all of the side pieces white. You're going to ignore these. Now, they may accidentally become white, and that's okay, but it doesn't matter at this point. So you're working on the whites right here. The trick is that if you're going to get the white here, the green also has to match up here as well too. And then this one would have to be the white and the orange piece. So let's take a look here. Here's one where it's wrong. So you see, we look on the top and we see the white cross. We see one here, but remember, we're not going to worry about that. But that doesn't line up, that doesn't line up, that doesn't line up. And even if you try to say, hey, look, I'm going to line that one up, you don't necessarily get it. So this is not complete. This one is complete. So see, we have the white cross, we have the blue, the red, the green, and the orange, and they line up. And that is successful. All right, so this is the frustrating part because there's no real algorithm to do this. There's no real step. It's a lot just intuitive. It's just trying to figure something out and just make it work. Now, the very first one is easy, right? Because you don't have to worry about messing up anything else, right? So you can literally just pick a white right here, right? So see this one? I'm going to turn it up here so it lines up. And then you can see now I just need to turn it so that way I get to the red. So the first one's super easy, right? Take a look at that. It's really not hard to do. You just got to do it. Where it starts to get a little tricky is immediately after this step. Because you got to keep that one there, right? So you might have this green one right here, right? And if you move this one up, you can see it ruins that. So now, and like I said, there's a million different strategies about how you want to do this. Some people might say, hey, that's fine. I can keep that one there. And then I'll turn this one so the green lines up. And now I bring it back up. And now those two have lined up. So that's a strategy that you can do. Here's another one. Take a look here. So you can see you got the whites, you got the blue, you got the first one. This is good. And now you want to put this one up. But as you can see, if you put it up here, it's not going to be aligned. That's red. Oh, this is a little tricky to see, eh, Luke?
Yes.
The orange and the red. You want this one needs to be over here. So one strategy is okay, and might be a little hard to see, but the more you play around with it, you do this. Okay, since you want this one to go where this blue guy is, what if you turn it all the way around and put the blue guy here where this guy can go up? Okay, now this still lines up, and this still is opposite, and this is opposite, but when you turn them both back, they line up, right? So that's a strategy that you can do. Here's another one sometimes that people have. So you take a look at this right here, right? So this one, if you want to get the white up there and the red, you can see this is the red side, it goes in backwards and you don't want that. So one way to do it is to think, well, I can get the white up this way. So what if I turn this one over here? Now I replace it, and then when I put it all back, everything goes back. So a lot of solving this step is just intuition, trying to figure it out, and just playing around with it until you get comfortable. So those are the strategies that do work. This one gets kind of easy because it lines up nice. You can get the green lined up and then turn it all the way up. Now, one more thing I want to show, and then Luke is going to do step 1 on this cube. So Luke, can you mix that cube up again?
Okay.
All right. Now, so take a look at this one. I showed you this one at the beginning. We have the white cross, but we don't have the colors lined up. Now, one thing you can do is you can turn it to try to see if you could get 2. Like, see, look, I did a turn and I got these 2 to line up. So that's good. I'm gonna work with that. But if you could get to this, then what you can do is take your white, turn this one all the way to the bottom, okay? And now you can line up the color. So you line up the orange, and then you flip it back around and it's lined up. Now the cool thing when you do that, when you brought this white one to the top, you brought this white one to the bottom. It is now here, and then you can turn that one up, and now step 1 is done. All right, Luke, are you ready for your time to shine? So yeah, hold the cube really close to the camera. Let's see. He's gonna solve it. Leave it right there, and are we ready? Go. And look at that, he got it. The more you do it, you can eventually learn quick ways to get it done. The professionals find a way to do this in at least 8 steps maximum. So there you have it. All right, Luke, very simple video. What do you think about the white cross, Luke?
I think it's like really interesting because it's the only step in the whole cube that you can just play around and somehow get it.
Yeah. So that's the best advice that we can give. Just play around with it. And sometimes just learning how to do it, take a day or 2 and just figure it out. And then it just really helps you kind of understand how the cube works. So great first step. A little tricky, not too bad. The rest of the steps are more memorize this algorithm or memorize these steps. And this one is the only really intuitive step. All right. Thank you, Luke, for your help. Say bye.
Bye.